Well, it's Thursday. I took the day off work today. Nice day. I'll work on the car a bit. So, project for today is to actually bolt the inner fenders on, take the wheels off so I can get in at all the backside of these. Get that all bolted on, get the bottoms of the fenders bolted on, because I think it's all in the right place now. Sure is close to those tires, so hope this works. And then, after I do that, I'm going to go in here and I've got to redo the defroster duct for the driver's side because the pedals are in the way. So I got to make it a little different and then hook up all the hoses in there. Then I can put the dash back in, put the steering column in, and hopefully get the car spun around and finish the rear suspension and the rear end and get brakes all plumbed in the back. And then we're moseying right along and make a drive shaft after that. But I don't know how long this is going to take. Take a while. It won't all be today, that's for sure. But big project. Just keep plugging along. Well, got quite a bit done today. The fenders are all bolted up. All the bolts are in. The inner fenders are bolted in the bottom. The front brakes are plumbed and bled. And there's the switch for the tail lights, for the brake lights, and there's the burnout control unit, the line lock. So that's all plumbed in. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, fenders, like I said, fenders are all bolted up tight. And I don't know if you can see it, but I had to modify the ductwork for the defroster vent. So I got that done. So now I just got to hook up the tubes and then I can put the dash in. But I think I'm going to build the floor cover first with the dash out. Be easier. So I'll probably do that next. Get the floor cover built and then put the dash in. Yeah, and then I can turn it around and do the back. But that's enough for today. Oh, and we got my kid's car running, so that was kind of neat. Alright, so with that bolted on, well yeah, it's a couple days later than last time. The bumper kind of fits the shape there. And the bumper horn there, the booby sticks out like that. But then if you go to the other side, that's pointing up in the air. And that is hanging back. So I don't think my tires will clear. And the bumper's twisted. It's twisted down. So I'm going to cut the bumper bracket in the back and try and bend the bumper and then re-weld the bumper bracket back on. Thing must have been smacked before because the actual bumper support looks like it's been bent and straightened. Probably wasn't done very well. And I noticed when I was driving the car before that was sticking up. So yeah, I guess I should have straightened everything before I took it apart, but I didn't. My bad. Now I gotta do it now or the tires aren't gonna fit. Well, she's back on the ground. Looking cool. I got that bumper boob bent down where it needed to be, so they're the same. Got a couple of spacers in there right now. I'm gonna, once I get it outside, I can hook a come along to it. I still got to pull it just a hair more because it sprung back a bit, so got to give it a little bit of an over pull. But I can't do any more in here. That was all I could get. But I got it pretty good. So now I took the seats out because they're not going back in it. Different ones are going in. And now I'm building the piece to cover the transmission. And I'm going to make a removable one. So it's nice and easy to work on things. Make it like a four-wheel drive truck is. A removable cover. It'll be easy. And yeah, should be nice. And then the console, it's going to have a console in it. So I don't mess the dash up and put stereo in the console. And a couple of cup holders because I like cup holders. And yeah, so I should get that done by tomorrow because it's late. I just had supper, but get that done by tomorrow and then hopefully get the dash back in. Get the car turned around. Well, it's Sunday, another day out here, and so far this morning I've made these two little plates. Last night I welded some in, and then now I made these plates that bolt over. And what I used is these things, little threaded deal, nutserts, going with this nutsert pliers. Kind of like a pop rivet. So there'll be threaded holes so that the hump will be able to come off. So it'll be way easier for putting the engine in if you can take that hump out. And yeah, the tranny will just pop right up in, nice and easy. And if I have to work on it, or if I get a leak on top from one of these gaskets or something, I can just take the console out and pop the cover off, and away I go. Get right at her. So I'll carry on and get this all built today. Well, there's the tranny cover. Looks okay. So I'll give that a splash of paint and put it on. And there's the whole floor deal. So it'll bolt on nicely. Lots of bolts. 15, I think. So yeah. Nice easy access to the tranny if I ever need it. Might as well try and make the car easy to work on if it has to be worked on. Alright. I'm going to blow some paint on this crap and then bolt it together and go have lunch. Okay, well now I have my ductwork in for my defrosters and my heaters hooked up. The only thing is there's that little bit right there. That goes into the dash vent. And the one on this side, there's just no way to get it in there now with the way the pedals are. So I made it so it'll just blow down on my feet instead of blowing out at my face. But I won't be able to shut it off other than with the heater fan, but that's fine. I'll be happy with that. And if I don't like it, I can always plug it. But yeah, should all work good. I live in the Great White North, so it's cool in the evenings in August and September. Well, I guess now I'll put the dash in. Okay, well, the dash and the steering column's back in, but ran into a little bit of a clearance issue with the steering shaft that I didn't have before, because since I lowered it more, I had to put more shims in for the camber. And I have a little bit of a clearance issue right here. So I probably have to take the control arm off and carve a little of that extra meat off the back of it. That's all I can do. Or shim the steering box over a little bit. One or the other. I don't know. Let's see what I think.